It is an excellent program for managing directors and CEOs and also people engaged in politics to go to. It gives you a great training on policies, on a framework of legislations, but as well as access to other peers.
From a startup perspective, I think it's really important that you have some context as to the world that you're working in. And that's not just businesses around you, that's also the political context.
So I wanted to get some focus and some understanding of the best ways of efficiently using your time and the best ways to create the most impact. And I saw the course advertised, talked to a few people who'd been on it, and actually, yeah, that sounded like the right thing for me to be doing.
We learned a lot about the difference between the policies framework in the US and the UK, and I think this itself is very valuable for the business moving forward.
I think this training programme is unique in its access to key people, both within the UK and outside of the UK as well. And so it's really hard to compare it to other training courses. I think the CBI is in a unique position with that access.
This isn't a tick box learning course, it's more of a broad understanding of business and interaction.
It gives access to more knowledgeable, if you like, experts in the field, which unfortunately it wasn't the case in other trainings program.
In terms of the standout parts of the course, I would say it's the international aspects and relating them back to the national governmental understanding. I work in a international exporting business, and understanding those interactions and how that can affect your strategy has been really, really useful.
It's not only that you get an access to the national agenda, but also to the local agenda, and that is really very helpful for my job, as Bosch has 40 sites across the country, and we do deal a lot with the local agenda and leveling up the local enterprise partnerships, etc. So it was very helpful.
Just understanding that international reach and then figuring out and applying that to the UK national position as far as government's concerned, it just adds that extra bit of knowledge and sophistication to your business strategy.
And so really understanding how to influence change and specifically making it so that it relates very much to the priorities of the government at the time and or the priorities of that individual person at the time as well.
One of the best parts of the course are the people on it and the relationships you build. And it's a bit of a cliche, but when you meet people from other businesses, actually the more you talk to other businesses, the more you understand that actually most businesses have the same challenge. There may be a different strapline or descriptor to what challenge you're facing, but fundamentally they're the same things.
I would recommend that the course is for both larger corporates and the government relations and public policy people that are within those organisations, but also for startups and SMEs. I think often it's underestimated as to how much influence outside factors have on startups and SMEs.
I'd recommend anyone who's involved with setting company strategy or involved in developing company strategy, business or external, or any who has any interaction with external bodies, would be really beneficial for them to come on this course.
As a leader, I would recommend CEOs, managing directors, but as well as political affairs representative for the organization to get involved in a CBI executive program.